TIFU by scolding my employees on a Sunday. Today I woke up in a panic at 6:50 thinking my alarm didn't go off. I am not scheduled until 8 o'clock, but I have been coming in at 7 o'clock to see how the opening crew is doing. My shop rule is if you're on the opening shift, you're to be there at 6:45. Yes, they're paid to be there as soon as they arrive and paid while getting ready, clocked in, dressed, and ready to work to open everything up. For the customers who arrive at 7 o'clock, I have remote access to my camera system, so as I was looking to make sure everyone else was there and opening up. It was a ghost town, and I was pissed. I started flipping through cameras in disbelief that my whole crew was late. I text one advisor and asked him where he was and when he'd be in. Then text another advisor the same.
Getting frustrated and ready to fly out of bed, quickly shower and race into work. I start typing a text to all my technicians and asking WTH is going on and asking if they planned this on purpose. Then it hit me. Today is Sunday. We are closed. My alarm didn't wake me because it's set for Monday to Friday. Just then the second advisor texted me back to remind me it was Sunday and asked me if I'm feeling okay, and to go back to bed. I apologized and apologized again. I feel terrible. I would love to go back to sleep, but all that adrenaline isn't going to let that happen. Oh well. Edit. I never sent the message to the technicians. TLDR, edit, accidentally text 2 people to see if they were at work or on their way on a day we were closed.
Sounds like you are bringing in muffins and bagels for breakfast tomorrow.
Finally an actual fuck up. Not a horny bonk post.
I once woke up in my bed around noon, with a severe back pain and completely disoriented. I immediately suspected that I had been woken up by a severe epileptic seizure, as I suffer from post-stroke epilepsy. I went into my home office, booted up my work computer and sent my boss an email to call in sick, as I had both severely overslept and had an epileptic seizure, leaving me in a state that would make it unsafe for me to drive to the office, but I would be available by phone or email if necessary. A few hours later, I sent him a follow-up email, explaining that I had now realized that it was Saturday, that he probably wasn't expecting me at the office, and that it was probably a good thing that I didn't drive to the office, given the fried state of my brain following the epileptic seizure. Hey, up. At least you feel bad about it and admitted your mistake. Many bosses would just make up some flimsy excuse like I was just testing you. How much did you party this weekend? You're alright. The panic of thinking you overslept is intense. An apology and perhaps some donuts/coffee is all that's needed. It sounds like you must be a decent boss if your advisor is asking if you are alright and to go back to bed. I'd never do that for the crappy bosses I've had.
More like TIFU by posting on a forum about a TIFU. The FU is using scolding in the title. Your later description makes it clear you didn't scold them. TLDR. Used clickbait title and now Reddit thinks I'm a micromanaging boss. Bring coffee and donuts or bagels as an apology and laugh it off. We all make mistakes. My general advice in terms of leadership. Assuming you are keen to pursue being a leader as a store owner. Let your team not manage them. It's not a good sign when your initial reaction is to panic in a dire situation. You will be facing more hurdles in continuing your business and you will need to harness your staff's energy, ideas, skills. Level up your engagement and strategy. E.g., what if it is actually a Monday? What's your plan B? Good luck out there. This is just a side effect of our history culture. Work, work, work. Stress, stress, stress all the time. Try to save some time for downtime. Every hour of every day doesn't have to be productive. Hope they good-natured bust your balls. If I worked for you, I'd text you on Saturday eves and tell you I'm not coming in tomorrow. I think you are too stressed and too focused on the job. Even if one single day doesn't see the store opening up on time. Surely, hopefully, it won't be a tragedy. Of course, I don't know the whole situation and how much you could be impacted. But things happen. Life is too short to let it be lived just on stressful, angry reactions because of work. Get them something nice tomorrow, next time you go in at work. But also make sure that you yourself are able to cope with enough time to detach and recharge. Remote camera management. The most toxic kind of management. If it makes you feel better off. Every college student ever understands waking up in a panic and realizing it's Sunday. Ask yourself why your first reaction was to be pissed and to think everyone was acting irresponsibly by being late. My first reaction when an associate is late or unable to be reached is, I hope they are okay. That's because I trust them and know they are responsible people who do their best for me and the company, so why would I be angry if they were running late? Concerned, yes. Pissed, no. From what you wrote, I bet you have an employee engagement problem. You don't trust them and I bet they don't respect you. I recommend you start to empower your employees versus micromanaging them, and you will have more engagement and less turnover. Also, if you're interested in growing in your leadership acumen, I recommend the Manager Tools podcast. It's a great source of info for young managers or anyone who wants to improve their performance as a manager.
Sounds like donuts and pizza are on you.
Measure twice, cut once. I can see why you'd be upset if it were a work day. But you yourself were supposed to be there at 6:45. Again, if it were a work day, how are you going to flip out about your employees being late when you are late as well? Led by example. You, JWB 6610, you need to take a couple proper days off. Delegate out to a manager or something. And actually take a couple days off. Don't think about work. Don't talk about work. Don't look at the phone. Don't answer calls. Don't look at cameras. Nothing at all about work. Seriously.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.